Hello and welcome to KingTech Coding Clinic once again. And in this tutorial, we are going to learn how to create a very nice, straightforward and simple advertisement video using VideoScribe. Okay, in our previous lessons, we dealt with how to create or how to use and explore the features of the VideoScribe. Okay, if you haven't watched that lesson, I have the link in the video description below. You can just check the link out and then watch that particular lesson. If you also don't have VideoScribe installed on your PC, I have the link, the zip file. I have the link for the zip file in the video description below. Just check the link, download the zip file, and inside the zip file you have a video guide together with a setup. You follow the video guide and install the setup, have it up and running on your PC, and then you go ahead and learn how to explore through the features before you can proceed and then learn how to create this amazing video you shall be creating in this lesson using VideoScribe. Okay, now if this is the first time you're visiting this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, press the bell icon so that you can receive notifications anytime we upload new tutorials. Don't also forget to press the like button. Thank you so much. Now let's quickly delve right into today's lessons. Now first of all, I already have it installed as usual, so I'll just launch it from here. This is how the icon looks like. So I have it launched. So let's see how the video is going to look like. Okay, I'm going to share, maybe I'm advertising for KingTech Coding Clinic, so I'm going to just create a very nice video for that. Okay, so now let's see how it goes. To start with, for the first time you installing your setup, you wouldn't have this. I already have project created, and that is why I'm seeing this, right? So for the first time, you would have to click on create new scribe. Then you have this whiteboard here, so I'm going to use this. I wouldn't change the background. I prefer this one. So to start with, I would want to display my contact number here, as well as to show that the contact number uses WhatsApp, and then I can also be called using the same number. I'll have the call icon and then the WhatsApp icon closer to the contact number. Now let's see what I'm talking about here. Okay, so to start with, let me just go for text and then grab my contact number here. So I'll start with +233 5425 90854. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I would want to also check the font, and then I would want to check the font color, and then I would want to give it this deep color here. Then click on this, and there we go. So I have this. I would want to squeeze it a bit to make it a bit smaller, and drag it and keep it at my desired position. I prefer it being here. Okay, now with this particular text here, I would want to have it always appear on the scene. In each and every scene, it has to appear. Okay, and I don't want it to animate or transit or pause. So to do that, I'll just come to the properties here. Then I'll just go ahead and just turn this to 0.00. It wouldn't animate, it wouldn't pause, it wouldn't transit. So once I'm done, I'll just click on this, and then there we go. So I would want to move it back here a bit. Okay, perfect. So I would want to add, let me just check the properties once again. There we go. Okay, so I would want to add the call icon as well as the WhatsApp icon to show that this contact has is connected to WhatsApp. At the same time, I can be called on it. Okay, so I'll just click on the image, and then let me start with the WhatsApp icon first, or maybe the call. Okay, let me go with the call icon first. So I would want to squeeze it to make it very small. Just drag it like this. I can then move it this way and then keep it here. There we go. Okay, so once we are done with that, I'll just go ahead and then add another. That will be the WhatsApp icon. I'll choose this and squeeze it a bit like this, and I'll just drag it and also keep that as well here. Okay, so now with the call icon, you can see they overlap. So let me just drag it back a bit. With the call icon, I'll just select it. Since I don't want it to animate or transit, go to the properties, set it to 0.000. This one to as well, this one to as well. So you go for the WhatsApp icon too, like that. Go to the properties, set this to 0.00. There we go, and click on this as well. So once I'm done with this, we are now on the first scene. Okay, I would want to have something like welcome to KingTech Coding Clinic. So it depends on how you would want to present yours. Okay, so just follow this, and then you can twist it and turn it to suit the way you want it. Okay, so to add another text, let me just go for this and let's say welcome to. Let me just welcome to. So with that, just add this three dots here like this. Let me just let me maintain the font, like let me change the font color to something like this color here, then click on this and click on OK. So I would want to have it rotated, okay, diagonally towards the upright. So I can just go to the properties, select this, go to the properties, then I would want to rotate it like this. Sorry, I would want to rotate it towards the top right like this. So that is how I want to present mine. Okay, so I would want to have it something like this. Okay, so let me preview it and see. So it will be written like this, welcome to, but I don't want it to be written or to be drawn, so I would want to move it in. So I would want to move it in from the center, bottom center, okay, to its desired position. And I would want to reduce the animation to 1.5, then the transition to 0.5. And so once I'm done with that, I'll just go ahead and click on OK. Then I'll move it to it. So let me just reduce the size of it. Okay, I think this is okay. So I'll move it to this level here. So we'll say welcome to. So let me still reduce it a bit. Perfect. So I have this here. I have welcome to. So like that. Then I would want to have KingTech Coding Clinic at the top here. Okay, something like that. So let me still adjust it a bit towards that. Perfect. Okay, so there we go. I have this here. Good. So I would want to have KingTech Coding Clinic at the top here. So select this and then you can move it to wherever you would want to move it to. So that is okay. So now I would want to add another text that is KingTech Coding Clinic. So let me just add that here. KingTech Coding Clinic. So once I'm done with that, I would want to maintain the font and then check the font color. We go for this deep blue, go for this, and then grab this. So I would want to select it and then move it to the top here like this. Welcome to KingTech Coding Clinic. Perfect. So this looks good. So I can choose to resize. I prefer the size like this. So let me go to the properties and see how. Let me preview it from here. Okay, to be written like this, but I think it's too slow. So let me just reduce this and then make it very faster. Transition to 0.5 and then pause is also okay. So once I'm done, I can just click this. Let me preview it now. KingTech Coding Clinic. Perfect. So that is okay. It looks good. So let me go for this. Now let me add my logo here, okay, for the first scene, and then from there I will add another text. So to add the logo, I just click on this image here. So for the first time, if you don't have, I already have images here, right? If you don't have any, you just click on this and then quickly browse. I have my logo on my desktop. Just browse for it, then just grab it from here and then click on open. So have it imported inside your image library and you can go ahead and use it. Okay, so I have it here. I would want it to be drawn. Okay, yes, so I think that'll be okay. So I'll click on this. So the position is okay and the size as well is okay. Let me go for the properties and then let me preview it. So to be like this. I think the animation is too slow. Let me make it very faster. So and then transition should be 0.5. Let me check it out. Perfect. I think this looks okay. So once I'm done with that all, you just click on OK. So that is that for this one. Let me add another text here and then we are done with the first scene. Okay, so to do that, let me just go for text again and then I'll say where we teach, where we teach computer programming. Okay, programming. Perfect. So I would want to center this text and then check the fonts and then give it something like a green color. Check that as well, then click on this. So you have this. I would want to select it and move it and reduce the size. Then you can then move it and then position it here. So after this, you can just go to the properties and preview it and see. Okay, I think it's too slow for my liking. Let me just increase this speed a bit. Check it out. Where we teach, then that looks good. So let me just change the transition to 0.5. I prefer the transition to be 0.5 from one slide to the other. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I'll just click on OK. So perfect, I have this as well up and running. So I'm done with the first scene. So we can try capturing this scene and then go ahead and test it and see how it's going to look like. Okay, so to do that, just select the first one here, press and hold Control on the keyboard and select the rest. So once you are done, just click on this camera icon here like this, and there you go, you've captured the first scene of yours. Okay, so from here we can go ahead and then try playing it and see how it's going to look like. So let's play it and see. You can see that this didn't animate, it's just always on top of it like that. Okay, something like this. I think this looks good where we teach computer programming. Perfect. So you can see that it has zoomed a bit after playing, and we don't want it like that. So when it's playing, so click on this. So you just make sure you uncheck this particular zoom checkbox here. You just uncheck it, and there you go. So let's see what happens after it's done playing. Perfect, it didn't zoom. So basically we are done with the first scene, like I said. So we can then move this scene aside and then prepare another scene again. Okay, it's an advertisement and then it should be scene by scene. So I would want to, in the next scene, I would want to display the courses we offer and then blah blah like that, something like that. Okay, so and then to the third scene and then also start like that. So let's see how it's going to look like. So I would want to move this scene towards the right. So to move the scene, just click any part of the whiteboard and then drag it, so you can see I'm moving it. So if I want to move it towards the left, I'll move it and make sure all is hidden. If I want to move it towards the left, all is hidden. Towards the top, then all will be hidden. Then towards the down, the same thing. So I would want to move it towards the left. So I'll just select it and move it like this. So it's gone. So the first scene is done. So once that scene is done playing, it's going to move towards the left, and then the next scene will also follow in that order. So let's see how the next scene is going to look like. So we're going to add something like our courses. Okay, something like our courses, and then we go ahead and then add our courses as well. So to do that, let's first of all grab our contact number as well as the icons here once again. So let's go for the text and get a contact number. So +2335425. Okay, basically that is that. You want to go for the font and then give me this font, then click on OK, then OK. So once we are done, you can select this and then place it here. So now the next scene has started from here. Don't forget of that. So we check this. We would want to set this to 0.00 so that it doesn't animate, pause, or transit. So once we are done, just click on this. So let's quickly add the other two images. So we go for the core first, and then I would want to reduce it a bit like this, and drag this and then leave it here. So once you drag it, select the properties, make sure it's selected, and then we would want to set this to 0.00 so that it will remain on the screen, it wouldn't animate. So we add the last one, and that would be WhatsApp. So once we are done, just drag it and then squeeze it a bit. You can drag this one, also leave it here. So you can go select it and come to the properties here as well. Set this to 0.00, this one as well, this one as well, then you click on OK. So once you are done with that, you can go ahead. So I would want to display our courses that we offer, example of our courses. So let me just do that. So I'll just add another text and say our courses. Okay, our courses, and then let me just center this and then grab the font color. Let me just give it red and then click on OK. Click on OK. So we come, this is okay. So to move it, select it, then you drag it to the top. Okay, so once we are done with that, let's say I would want to just underline it. Okay, I would want to underline it. With the underline, you can just add another slide to do that. But let's check the properties for this one. Let's reduce the animation, and then it's 0.5 here as well. So let's check it out, see how it's going to look like. Okay, our courses. So perfect. So we want to underline it. Okay, so to do that, let's check this one out. So once we are done, to do that, we are just going to add another text and let's get the underline. Okay, so something like this. So we want to give it the same red color, so we go for the color here, the same red color like that, and then we want to center it and then click on this. So this is it. It's too much, so we can reduce it like this. Okay, I think the boldness is okay, so let's go to edit and then edit this and reduce the length of it. That will be okay now. I think so. Select this, so you can drag this and then leave it at the bottom here, and that will be the underlining. Perfect. That's okay. So let's click on this, check the properties. So let's reduce it like this so that it will be a bit faster. 0.5. So let's try it and see. Like this, it's still too slow. 1.5 would be ideal. Fast. That's okay. Perfect. So you can just check this out. So we have that as well. So now let's go ahead and add the list of our courses. So let's say we offer Python programming languages, or Python programming language, maybe web development, and then VB and all that. So let me just add 3 courses. So whatever you are advertising for, you can go ahead and display the list of your products together with the images, that is, if you have them available. So to prepare something like this, you need all those images and tools that are going to use available in a folder before you can go ahead and then do this right. So now let's just add the list now. So let's start with the Python program. So I just say the first one is what? Python programming language. Okay, Python programming language. So let me just let me maintain the color to be black. I don't want to be adding too many colors, so I will just prefer this font size of this way. I think we can reduce it by just grabbing it like this. Okay, now let me break the line. Okay, let me break the line. So let me go to edit here and then go to edit text, and then bound like this, something like this. So then you can just move it like this, Python programming language. So you can just click on this and then you have it like this. So let me just move it this way as the first one, that is the Python programming language. So let me just check the animation. So it's too much, so let me reduce it to this, or increase it to 2. This is 0.5, and then that'll be okay. So that is that. Let me add the Python logo to it. So let me just click on this and then add the Python logo to it. Python logo. Do I have that? Python logo. So there we go. So I have this. So let me just move it like this. Okay, so something like this, like that. Perfect. So I can just, so now let's just go to the animation. I think this is too much. Reduce it to this, and then reduce this as well. I would want to move it in. I don't want to draw it, so I'll just want to move it in from the center bottom, yeah, to its position. So I'll just click on this. So let me just go back here and then preview it, so it will be moved like this to its desired position. So perfect. I think the transition is too slow, so let me just increase it. I think that'll be okay. So let me just click on okay. So there we go. So let me add another one. So to add another one, we can just create a copy of this. Okay, so once you select this, Control D on the keyboard, Control D as in dog, Control D. So we just created a copy of it. So this is it for the Python. So we can drag this one and then move it to the next after. So we can drag it and move it after the image here and then leave it here. So once we are done, it is on top of the other. So select this and just move it, and then you can see that it's now separated. Okay, because you just created a copy of it. So the next one, I would want to edit this. So you can just double click and quickly go to edit and select the text. Just double click it like this, and then you come here to edit it. So I would want to say web development, something like that. Well, it's a Scratch programming. Let me use that one. Scratch programming. Scratch. Okay. Programming language. Scratch programming language. Okay, perfect. Like this. Then we click on this. So I would want to also, but with this, it will take the previous one's settings. So I think we prefer it like that. So let's go ahead and arrange it very well. Perfect. So let's add the Scratch programming language logo as well. So we go for this. Locate Scratch programming. I saw it somewhere here. There we go. Select it. Then you would want to reduce the size of it a bit and then position it very well. So we can come to the properties. Sorry. come to the properties here and then reduce the size of it like this, and then this one 0.5. I would want to move it in and not to draw, so I'll move it in from the down bottom here to the center. So I'll move it in. So perfect, that looks good. So the last one we're going to add is maybe web development. Okay, so so I'll select this and then Control D, D as in dog, Control D. So we have a copy of it here. So you can just drag this one and then place it just here. So once you are done, just drag it on top and then separate it here. So with this, let's edit this to be 2. So double click this. I forgot to do that. Instead of 1, it should be 2. And click on this. This one too, instead of 1, should be 3, right? Oh, sorry. Edit text. And then 3. So this is going to be web development. Let's just third one. Web development. So we do this. So we have that as well. So we can add the logo to that effect. So you can just go to the logos here. Let's check web development. So we can just web development. Okay, I think we have something like this. Okay, so there we go. So you can just drag this one as well and keep it here like this. Also here. Good. So once we are done, select it and let's check the properties and reduce this to 1.5 and then 0.5. So we want to move it in from the bottom to its position, or from the left bottom here. We want to move it in smoothly. So select this and that will be done. So we are done with another scene. So let's see how we can capture this scene as well. So if you can add another text like "and many more" at the bottom here, and many more, or whatever you would want to add. So I think this is okay for now. So let's just the next scene start from here. So you select this one, press and hold Control on the keyboard whilst you select the rest, so that we can capture the second scene. So let's scroll and then get the last one. So once you are done, you capture this scene as well. The second scene is captured. So now we can play the entire video and see how it's going to look like. So let's check it out. Okay, welcome to KingTech Coding Clinic. So we have our logo here, where we teach computer programming. Okay, perfect. See how it moved. So basically that is that. Perfect. Our courses, Python programming language. Get the logo here. Scratch programming. Get a logo here. Web development, and get a logo there. There we go. So you see that it looks nice, right? So we can go ahead and also add another scene. That is where we can capture some of our project we have created. Okay, and then yes, we can display some of our amazing projects we have created for people. Okay, so basically that is that. So with that, so we can also say we also create amazing applications for this, for that. Then we go ahead and display those applications we have created for people, right? So let's do that. So let's send this scene. Let's have this one move to the top. Okay, let's have this scene move to the top. So move it to the top like this. So the scene is also gone. So now we need another scene now. Let's move it a bit. We need another scene now. So to start with, as usual, we're going to start with our phone number again, or another scene. +233 05425 0854. So once we are done with that, let's go ahead and let's choose the font color like this and then click on this. There we go. So I would want to reduce it and keep it here. Let me add, I think this will be the second to I did with, at least with 4 scenes we should be good to go. Okay, let's just go ahead and add the core icon. Okay, so we have it here. and drag it and keep it here. And the WhatsApp icon as well, select it and also drag it and leave it here. There we go, it's overlapping. Can move it back a bit. So let's select this one and check the properties. So starting from here, so set it to 0.00, this one as well, this one as well. Okay, and then from there, let's go ahead and click on OK. So we select this one as well, go to the properties and do the same thing. And then click on OK. Then the last one as well. So then we click on OK. So once we are done with that, we would want to say that we also create applications for churches, hospitals, shops, and blah 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 blah. Then another thing, okay, so let's do that. We also create applications for blah blah. So let's add another text for that, to that effect. So we say we also create desktop and web applications. You can say that for then like this, and you begin with the list for then one. Let's say one, let's just put it on one listen. So churches, let's say churches. We have, sorry, two, maybe schools, and then three, shops, and others. Okay, something like that, and others. Okay, perfect. I think that'll be okay. So let's just position it in the center here. Okay, and then I think the font is okay. So let's change the font color to something like maybe green, and click on OK. Then check this out. Let's see how it's going to look like. If this is too big, so we can select it. Once you select it, you can then move. Sorry. Okay, let's see how this is going to look like. Okay, don't worry, we'll adjust it. The size of this is too big, so it's just affecting the whole situation. Perfect. So you can move this one now. So now I'll move this to its position now. Move this one to its position now. I could have kept this on there's a scene by scene, but I just want to combine them on one to simplify our video. Okay, so you can then select this now. Just select this and then bring it this. Sorry. Okay, let's select this alone. Oh, the selecting is it deselects. Sorry for that. Perfect. So we can have this as well here. So let me just move this one a bit to the corner. Good. So we select this alone. Let me expand it. Okay, I wouldn't do it this way. It will not work well the way I want it. Okay, so let's just say, okay, let's bring it down. Holy shit. Let's select this one alone and draw. If I select it, it uncheck it and deselect it by itself. So don't worry, let's fix this. So now let's select this one alone and then move it. Okay, let me just use the touchpad, select this and then move this one down here a bit. Then I would want to expand it now like this. I think this looks okay. It's not bad. Double click it, select it and double click so that you can edit some stuff here. This one should come a bit this way. Okay, this looks okay. This is what I'm going to do is, let me just change this. Let me remove this, and so that we make it scene by scene or slide by slide for then done. So let's go for only this one now, then increase it and then move it this way like this. Okay, it should also be this way. Then we go ahead and add. So let's just see the properties and then adjust it. So let's reduce this to speed up. To speed up the animation. Okay, so there we go. So now let's just go ahead and add the other ones that we are going to add one after the other. Okay, so let's do that. Let's add another text and say so one churches. Okay, you can say religious organizations. Let's put it that way. Religious organizations. So click on OK. So we have this. And drag this and then put it here. There we go. Let's check the properties. This is too lengthy, and then change 0.5, and then still perfect. 1.5 will be good. So click on this. So we can just copy this. So whilst it's selected, just Control D, then you get a copy of it. So we select the second one now. So you can just drag it over it and put it here. So just double click on this one, go to text, edit text, and then change this to 2, and just type here schools. There we go. So you can just move this one this way like this. Then Control D again to create a copy of this. So select this one as well. So you drag it over it, and then we have the third one. Go to the properties. So you go to edit text. So this will be the third one. So 3. It says shops. Perfect. So you click on OK. So you have this. So you can drag it and keep it here as the third one. So by at least it's okay. 3 is enough, right? So we can just click on this and check the properties to confirm that everything is done, perfectly done, up and running. So we are done with this scene as well. So to capture the entire scene, you're going to start from here. Select this one, press and hold Control on the keyboard. Select this, select that, select this, select this, select this, select this. Then you try to move and see. So that is all. So once you are done, you just click on the camera to capture the scene. So we've just captured another scene. Okay, so we now have at least 3 scenes. So with the last one, we're just going to display our contact information, or we can display our product images of our product we've already created in our next scene. Then the last one, we're going to display our contact information, and there we go. We're going to kill everything there, right? So now we can try this and see how it's going to look like. So let's click on play. Okay, now let's just go ahead and then add some audio file to it. So like I said, to do that, so just click on this, cancel this, cross this now. So let's browse and get our audio file. I have some on the desktop from YouTube. That is keep on moving. I'll select this one and then click on open. So we have it running there. Okay, so let's see. I would want it to keep looping. Maybe when it's done, it should repeat and all that, right? Okay, so perfect. So you do this. So now let's try playing it and see how it's going to look like. Okay, so I've just added video to it. This is going to look like. There we go. So now we are done with another scene. So we can equally move this scene. I would prefer moving it to the left once again. So I'll just move it, then we add another scene, and then we're good to go. So let's move it to the left once again. There we go. So let's quickly add another scene. We start with the phone number again. We always want it to be on the screen there, the top corner. So +2335425. Sorry. 5908554. Perfect. So we just change the font to the blue. There we go. So we can squeeze it and make it very small. We can drag this and then keep it here. There we go. So now let's check and then just take off the animation, pause and transition. There we go. So let's go ahead and add our call icon and add this one and squeeze this and then keep this here. And then add another one and WhatsApp icon. And go ahead and keep this two here. So select this one and just go to the properties, turn this off to 0.00, this one 0.00. Okay, do the same thing to WhatsApp properties, 0.00, 0.00, then click on OK. So we are done. So now you can add something like some of our applications include, or some of our applications are, okay, say these are some of our applications, or something like that. Okay, or take a look at some of our applications, something like that. So let's just add that text. Take a look at some of our amazing applications and blah blah, something like that. So let's just give it a change the font color to maybe like red here, and then there we go, there we go. So we have this, so we can just move it and reduce the size of it. You can keep it here. Okay, we can now introduce the list now. Okay, let's check the properties, select this and check the properties. So let's quickly look at the animation and reduce it so that it will speed up the video for us. Sorry, 0.5 is okay, this is okay, perfect. So now let's just look at the first one. Let's say the first one, the school management system, we just made mention of. Let's add it. So we just go to the text here. So you can just add the first one like this, school management system. School management system, perfect. So let's maintain the font color so you can reduce it. And we keep it here. Okay, so we can break it, double click and then go to edit text and then break it like this. There we go. And this looks good. So school management system, so we can add the image of maybe how it looks like. So let's check the properties of the text first for the school management system text. So it's properties and then reduce this, and then this one to 0.5. so click on OK. So let's just add the image of the school management system. So there we go, we have the home page here. So we can add this one here like this. We want to add like 3 here. Okay, that looks good. So now let me check the properties of this one here. Let me reduce it. So I would want this one drawn and not moved. So I will not change this one to move, and I will maintain the draw so that it draws it for me. And click on this. So let's select this one. Let's create a copy of this one. So Control D. They've just created a copy, so you can drag the copy and then move it to the next in front of this one. Sorry, move it when you get here, and then and just leave it here. So you can then move it over it, put it here. So the next one, double click on this one, just go to edit text and give it 2. And then the second one, application we have created is we have another application. Can I go through them, check them? Okay, once I add the images, I'll be able to get application. And then maybe let me just type next, because I have the images there. I can quite remember the applications. Just next. Okay, let me just do that for now. Click on this, next. So let me just grab the image, and that will give me the idea with what application is. Okay, so let me just go this way, go this way, go this way. Yep, stock inventory management system for shop. That is okay. Is it? We have this one here. So I can now edit the text now. So let me go to edit text, edit. So it says stock inventory management system. inventory. Sorry, system. So there you go. So you have that as well there. So you can just select this and bring it down a bit, then adjust this one. Let me check the properties for this image. Let me reduce it to 1.5. This looks good. So perfect. So now let's see how things are going to look like next. So this one is okay. So let's select this one and then Control D to create a copy of this one as well. So let's just drag this and then keep it here. So now we can just take this one off and then can drag this and then leave it just here. Okay, drag it and then leave it here. Perfect. So double click on this one, then we edit it. Sorry, let's just edit it here, make it Ferrari, and then let's click on OK. So let's add the image before we can go ahead and edit it. So let's add the image. Let's add the image. We also have let me just grab this image and then know the application that is at stake there. Okay, you can use any of these images, right? Let me just, I have this image that I normally use. This image is then missing, right? Okay, no problem. So let me just quickly grab any image here and then represent whatever I'm just representing. I just want to make it a complete project, and that is why I'm stressing myself like that. Okay, okay. File converter, that's an application. So bulk file converter is an application. So let me just drag this one and then keep it here. Okay, bulk file converter. I have video for this application. If you want to learn how to create it, you can check through my videos and then you grab it and then go ahead and do that. So let me just select this now, double click on this, and then let's edit it and make it a bulk file converter. It's a bulk files converter. Okay, perfect. So we do this and then we have this as well. So let's select the image now and then adjust it. Check the properties now. So let's reduce this, and then this one as well. Then we click on OK. So once we are done, another scene is captured, and the scene has just started from the phone number here. Select this one, then press and hold Control on the keyboard. Select the rest. Let's move to C. So we are done, and you click on the camera icon, and then you capture the scene. So now let's move this one to the top, towards the top. Now let's get the last one and let's say our contact. Okay, or yes, our contact. Let's just add that, speed up everything. So now with this one, let's go ahead and change the background now to see how it's going to look like. Sorry, no, this is what I'm looking for. Get a background now and just grab something like this and change this background, okay, to make it solid. So now let's just go ahead and add text here and say contact, or our contact, whatever, our contact. Perfect. So let's just change this to red, this. So we can drag this and put it here. I think this looks good. Okay, so we have this. So let's just check the properties. Reduce this. Reduce. I would want to move that text in and not to draw it. I would want to move it in from the top center to the position there. There we go. So I think that'll be okay. Our contact. So this is okay. So let's start with the contact. The icons will come and then followed by the contact. So let's start with the call icon. So let's use this. I don't know if this background is okay. Let me try switching it to this one a bit. Yeah, this is okay, a bit okay, too white. There we go. So let's select, go to the properties and turn this. We don't want it to animate or pause or transit. So there we go. Okay. So here, let's go ahead and add the text phone number. Okay, maybe +233 0, that is 05425908854. Okay, so once we are done, or you can just add or +233. If you have another number, 0 +23320, you can add whatever. So there we go. So I've just added something like that. So once I'm done, I'll just click on I think this, and I'm okay. So I can just reduce the size and then to my desired size. So let me just move this one here a bit like this. So let's just check the properties for this one. Reduce it to 1.5, this one as well. So okay, perfect. So we're going to add for WhatsApp. So let's grab the WhatsApp icon. Okay, so once we do that, you can just reduce this. So since I have the two numbers too on WhatsApp, and just create a copy of them. So select this and turn all the animation and then the pause and transition to 000. So there we go. So let me just select this one, Control D, then you can then move it, drag it and move it to the next side here. You can just move it here like this. So it is now ready, it's now copied. So just drag it and then move it to the next line. So we have the same numbers on WhatsApp. So let's quickly add out of the Telegram. So we add the Telegram icon from here. So there we go. So we adjust this one like this. And keep it here. So let's go ahead and let's check the properties. Turn all this off. Click on this. So let's create a copy of this. Control D, D as in dog. Okay, so you can just drag this one and then also leave it here. Sorry, drag it and then keep it here. So you can just separate it. The same numbers are on Telegram as well. I'll keep them there. Now the last one, which is email. Okay, so I'll just add the image for email. There we go. Just grab this one. So you can then reduce this. Just drag it and keep it here. Let's check the properties now. So let's just sorry, perfect. There we go. Sorry, I would want to set it to 0.0000. Perfect. Now email. So I'll just add another text here. So I'll just say rashking11@gmail.com. Perfect. Let's go ahead and click on OK. So I have this. Just reduce the size of it. So I'll just keep this one as well here. And quickly check the properties. And then let me just reduce this one to 0.5, 1.4. Okay, let me just increase it a bit. This is 0.5. There we go. So I think we are done with the last scene as well. So starting from our contact, select this, press and hold Control on the keyboard whilst you select the rest. So once you are done, click on the camera icon here, but make sure that you've captured everything. Click on the camera icon and there you go, we are done. So basically that is it. Now let's play all our project to see how it's going to look like. So let's just see. Perfect. I think everything is now up and running. There we go. There we go. Our contact. Excellent. I think we are done creating our project. So basically that is that about how to create a very simple ad video using VideoScribe. So to sum everything up, we need to enhance the video, and to do that this will take us time, so I wouldn't show this upright. So you can just do that. You can follow our previous tutorials on how to explore through the features, and you will understand what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to enhance it and then save it to my desired location, right? So from here we thought of how to save it. So from now I can just go ahead and cancel this and save it first. So to make sure that it's saved, okay, let me just grab this. Let me use this folder called Scribe Intro, and then that'll be okay. Let me name it Add Video. So there we go. I'll just click on OK. So once I'm done with that, it's ready. So I can now go ahead and then export it. So you click on this, and then just, if you want to share it straight to YouTube, you can do that from here. If you want to also share it on Vimeo, you can do that from here. But you want to also add it to your PowerPoint presentation, you can download and add it here. I would want to just download it, so you do that. If you want to add maybe a logo to it, custom logo, you can go ahead and add to that video, and then it will be added. Okay, we've already done that. Okay, so there's no need. So basically that is that. So with this, once you are certain with everything, just go ahead and click on this, and then you choose your desired location. You would want to keep it on the desktop, so you choose desktop and choose this folder like Scribe. I already created a file there, so I'll select that folder. So everything is now up and running. So I'll just click on this one, and then it will enhance this with the different scenes you've just added. It will take time to finish, to render everything. So please sit down, grab a copy, a cup of whatever, tea or whatever, and then sit down and then watch and see how it's going to be rendered. And once it is done, you go ahead and then test it. It's going to be perfect without any problem, without any stress. Like I said, if you don't have the setup installed on your PC, I have the link in the video description below. Just click on the link, follow and download the zip file. Open the zip file. Inside the zip file, we have the setup together with the video installation video guide. You follow the video guide and then install the setup on your PC. Then from there, you go ahead and then watch the first video. That is the introduction on how to explore through the features. And then come and follow this video. You can call it follow this video, but I recommend you watching that video. I have the link also in the video description below. You can just check that one too out. Then from there, you come and then watch this one and then learn how to create advertisement videos like this for people and also make money out of that. You can do that, right? I've been doing that. Okay, so you can equally do the same thing. Just sit down and then plan how you would want to capture everything, get the images, the number of scenes you would want to capture. You do that and then have everything up and running. Please, if you like this video, just press the like button. Also subscribe to our channel. Press the bell icon so that you can receive notifications anytime we upload new tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. Till our next lesson, say thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.